What a day in the market today. Unbelievable. All right, hold up. This is Marco, the new American conservative, yes, with more important info not too many of you can stomach. For those of you who listened for my last few videos regarding stock picks are now sitting pretty good. For those who did not listen, you're gonna have to wait for another entrance that I'm telling you about, and hopefully it's gonna play out the same way as the FLNG did. So I don't brag about predicting bottoms and the tops. I always say I like to find the middle, which for me it's not hard at all. But I do find a lot of times, believe it or not, like 2 times out of 10, 3 times out of 10, that's a lot, I believe, to find the exact bottom and the top of a certain stock. So other than that, it's finding the middle. So go back to my videos, just recent videos. They're short, 10 minutes at the most, at the longest. And you'll see that I was talking about getting in at FLNG. I'm gonna write down the index in the chat box below so you guys can take a look. I talked about 460, exiting 520. Then I said the day after, got back in at 470, exited at 510. So the high of the day today was 512. And I said in my earlier morning video I did today that I exited my position and I might get back in if it drops again. So if you did, let's say 100 stocks of FLNG, if you bought 100 shares, I meant to say, I apologize, if you bought 100 shares of this particular stock for about $460 or $70, you could have cashed out $40 and then another maybe 40 or 50, which is not a lot, but that's someone's cell phone bill, okay? And this is what I talked about when I started this channel. It's not about for someone who, you know, is filthy rich or buying tens of thousands of shares. When I go in, I go pretty big because I'm playing with the house money, because I've been doing this now for not too long, but for a while, for me to have some play money. So, you know, I buy 2,000 shares of this stock and I can make $1,000 in one day and I'm done. I don't touch anything until I tell you guys the next day what I'm doing. So pay attention to what I'm saying. I've been talking about platinum. Today, platinum jumped $20, which is pretty big for precious metals, especially if it's not gold. When you see something like that, palladium has been doing that, but palladium is just something I'm not familiar with. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know anything about it, and this is the metal that I just don't know what and where it should be. I haven't followed any charts for it either, but I do know a lot about platinum and definitely silver and gold. Okay, so when you see a $20, $30 jump in one of these, that's pretty significant. And I just talked about that earlier today. I did not jump into PLG, the platinum group metals, because it did not drop to 130 or 120 range, $1.20, $1.30, because of the spike in the metal itself. I was hoping for a dip before it hit up. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit and keep you guys posted. But platinum is looking like it's catching a nice bid, and it's about, let's say, 840 right now. This thing can be at over 1,000 an ounce for a physical spot price pretty quickly, because it was not long ago. That's why I started to look into some platinum stocks. Today we got some really bad news. I'm going to post the link down below when it comes to commercial delinquencies. It jumped from 1.5% for a month of June, I believe, to 3.6%. So just under 4%. That's a huge jump for delinquencies. This is not a good sign for banks, because this whole system is based on debt, okay? The whole system is based on debt. The more people borrow, the richer the banksters, the Fed Reserve gets, right? Once the borrowing stops, because the banks cannot just give out loans anymore, as companies cannot pay them, this can lead into credit freezes and a lot of other problems. We had it happen back where I lived in Europe. It happened in America, believe it or not, in 2008. In a lot of states, you had freezes, credit freezes. You could not use your American Express card for a few months. You can look it up yourself. So it's very possible for this to happen again. And again, major problem is millions and millions of Americans are dependent on that card just to pay for necessities like water bills, stuff like that, groceries. They don't even pay it back. It just kind of piles up, and that's where it's at. And then the interest gets piled up, and that's how the rich get richer, and the middle class continues to lose its ground and going more and more towards and into poverty. It cannot be explained any easier than this. I will post that link. This is from CNBC, by the way. And you're going to say, well, they're fake news. They're all fake news. But here's the deal. When you see all these mainstream news, let's say Fox Business, even CNN, CNBC, they're all, not all of them. Fox is, I guess, 50-50 when it comes to Trump or whatever. But these other ones, like I said, CNN, of course, MSNBC, CNBC, they're not pro-Trump. So why are they pushing the stock market all the time? It's because they're involved, they're invested in the market. They want you to continue going in the market and keeping your money in, and they're going to be tipped off when to pull the money out, the big CEOs, and you will be taken for the cleaners. And I'm here to make sure you understand the game and hopefully keep you on the right side of things so you don't. So again, when you see an outlet like CNBC actually reporting news like this, it's pretty bad. So this is not V-shaped recovery again. Be aware. That's why I like to take money out as much as I can. So take a look at that. I will post my indexes that I've been talking about down below, and I will post this article from CNBC so you guys can see yourself, and you can look it up through other resources as well, or just look around, open your eyes, and you can see that the economy is not booming. I will talk to you guys later. More stock picks coming tomorrow around 1 o'clock Eastern. I like to wait a few hours to see what the market does, and then I make my entrances and exits. If I see nothing, I do nothing. I go have a ice cold Guinness, I go to the beach, and I just chill. Talk to you guys later.